worldwide.
A quadriplegic committed murder with a 9mm, and we're about to learn how. Because apparently, this happened.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on a man with no arms, no legs,
All right.
who was driving a car, shot his boy in the head.
That's another thing, too. No arms, no legs, driving a car, and was able to bust a shot that murdered a person in the vehicle. How? How? You can't say I'm lying because the proof is on the way, man. I'm hoping the proof is on the way, but how is this possible that a quadriplegic is capable of committing murder using a 9mm as a murder weapon? Usually we need all our appendages, specifically our fingers and stuff like that, to be able to pull a trigger. Unless the weapon, like the weapon itself, has been customized in some shape or form. I'm just curious, man, and during the course of this whole thing, until hopefully my question is answered, is how did he do it? How did he do it? If you're as curious as I am, let's keep going.
And dumped his body in a yard. March 22nd, 10:25 p.m. La Plata police in Maryland were flagged down by two people, frantic, claiming they just witnessed a murder. A preliminary investigation revealed the witnesses were in the back seat of a car when the driver shot the passenger twice in the head in the middle of an argument.
So wait. So you shot him twice in the head. That's pretty accurate aim. But how was he able to do that with the vehicle? I'm assuming the vehicle was moving. Or for the sake of making this a little more salacious and a little more spicy, man, the vehicle was moving. This gentleman who's a quadriplegic was able to somehow continue controlling the car, and he busts a shot, two shots, man, subsequently murdering the person, I'm guessing, who's next to him, right? Now, during the course of this happening, nobody, and I'm talking about the occupants at the back, nobody tried to jump him, gouge his eyes out, choke him, grab him, subdue him, anything. Now, I can understand, like, gunshot goes off, two gunshots go off, or a gun comes out. There's some people who will freeze up. On any given day, maybe someone pulls a gun on me and I'll freeze up because maybe I'm not expecting it. Maybe I'm caught unaware. Or maybe my animal instincts will kick in and make me, fight or flight, and I'll choose to fight. Who knows? I'm not trying to, make myself seem like I'm Superman. But I'm just saying, in this scenario, why is it that these people did not attempt, when you're about to, if you feel you're about to die, man, you're about to die anyway, so you might as well try something, right? You're about to die. Why not try something? Grab the wheel, jump, scratch, something. Punch, elbow, bite. Dang, bro.
He pulled over to the side of the road, asking the witnesses to help pull the body out of the car. They refused, getting out and running away from the scene.
Oh, yeah.
The shooter got back into the car, driving away with the body.
At this point, their heels were probably hitting the back of their heads, man. Their heels were hitting the back of their ass, bro. But because that's kind of traumatizing. But because in their minds, I'm probably looking at it like they're in the back seat. You got a quadriplegic who's just committed a murder by doing a double tap on the person, on his passenger. The visuals already, because I think the assumption is a person who has a disability is incapable or whatever, which is another assumption that you should never have. Everybody's dangerous. But I think the general assumption that they had, and they're looking at the whole situation, and I think it's kind of like a mind F, because here's a person who's a quadriplegic and he just pulled out a strap and he busted twice in front of you, but their minds are probably like, oh, but how is this? I feel you.
Sheriffs responded to assist in searching locations where the shooter could have fled. 2 hours later, a 911 call reported a body in a yard. Officers responded, finding 20...
I'm just going to keep asking questions, man. Excuse me, but how did he do it? Now he is able to kick the person out of the whip and keep like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Again, if I said this to you randomly, we're just kicking it. I say, yo, man, there's a dude who's a quadriplegic. Yeah, he murked another dude. Like, how did he do it? Yeah, he busted him with a 9mm, man. 2 shots to the head. You're gonna look at me, and in your mind, you might not say it out your mouth, but in your mind, you'll be like, man, this liar, man. Like, sees you lying. Lying ass dude, man. But look, you wouldn't believe it if you didn't see it, right? I know.
7-year-old Bradrick Wells dead at the scene. The
Condolences
witnesses were
to his
able to
family,
identify the shooter, a search warrant went out, and they'd find his abandoned vehicle in Virginia. Notified he checked into a hospital, local police responded, placing the alleged killer under arrest, but found themselves unable to actually handcuff him. The shooter was identified as 27-year-old Dayton Weber.
I'm saying, look, I'm not trying to ostracize his posture or his physical being. I'm just looking at him and I'm saying, okay, it's not like his append, like, at the end of his, like, his arm, like there's something that I don't see anything that will give him the ability to hold a trigger. Like, how is he doing? How did he do it? I'm tripping right now, man. You're not that this doesn't have you. I'm the only one who's bugged out right now. You're not bugged out, bro? Nah, you're lying. You're lying. You're bugged out too. And you don't want to say it because you're around people right now, but you're bugged out, bro. You want to know how he did it. Let's find out.
A quadriplegic. The fancy term for this motherfucker had no arms, no legs, and some fuck how shot somebody in their shit.
Facts.
So you're telling me the man with no arms was armed, driving, while he was arguing, and there were 3 other people in the car with arms and legs perfectly fine. Nobody decided to pick this Labubu up and put him in the trunk? Police.
Okay, outside of the Labubu comment, man, again, nobody tried to gouge his eyes out. Punch him, grab him, subdue. Nobody. I'll say it again. I think people were kind of, I think it kind of like, it messed them up a little bit. This person with no arms and no legs just bust 2 shots in front of them. And if you ever heard a gunshot, man, a gunshot can kind of like, like throw you off balance for a little bit because it's super loud, bro. And this happened inside a car. So it's super loud, happened in a car. The whole imagery of a quadriplegic busting the shot, I think it messed their minds up.
Police are alleging Dayton killed his own friend before driving 20 miles and dumping the body in a yard. All with no arms and legs. Bro, if I was his lawyer, I'd be like, Your Honor, the man can't even stand up. How the fuck he gonna stand trial? According to reports, Dayton suffered a life-threatening blood infection as an infant, requiring the amputations. But he wouldn't let his limitations limit him, as Dayton went on to become a professional athlete playing cornhole. But that wasn't all. This motherfucker had a YouTube channel where he'd post videos titled "No Hands, No Feet Shooting 9mm Handgun." Another video would be titled,
Yo, I have seen everything in life. I've been asking during the course of this video how he did it, and I'm seeing it right now. And if you see right there where the trigger like a portion is, where the trigger is, somehow he's managed, I don't know what part of his like that appendage is, but bro, nah, still, even with me seeing it, it still doesn't make sense, bro. Unless there's a piece of bone or something that is like, he's using to it, bro. And again, to all people with disabilities, I salute one and all, man, because you have me beat. Look at him. He was an athlete. He did a bunch of things that I have not participated in. So all respect to every single person who has a disability. But this here, even people with a disability will sit with me and say, how did he do it? This has got me completely perplexed, and every other word that you can use that is synonymous with being befuddled, perplexed, confused, and everything in between, that is me right now. This is crazy.
no hands, no feet, first 15-foot ladder with a scoped rifle on his back, and another video would show him loading a damn crossbow. The victim...
Bro, this guy's a bad man, bro. Crossbow, rifle, 9mm with a ladder on it, extended clip. Did you see how his posture when he was holding that gun? Now it kind of makes it make sense with how he's able to do a double tap on I guess it was his friend or this person was in the passenger, but now the question is, how did you do the double tap while driving?
Bradrick was a motocross rider who just became a father to a baby girl. It's unclear at this time what the two were arguing about, and police would also clarify they have no fucking idea how Dayton was even driving, as he seems to be the least qualified for that position.
That's what I'm saying, bruh. How did he drive? Okay, I know and have known of people with disabilities who have vehicles that have been customized as well to give them the ability to drive. So the pedals are high up here for him. He didn't have legs, so they build it with the gas pedal and the brake pedal higher up. Cool. Steering wheel, same thing. Cool. Because he still has majority of his limb to be able to cause or to do some sort of direction, right? But the thing is, like, you know, that part is not like thing. The driving part, it doesn't even shock me. I'm not shocked at him being able to drive. No. I'm shocked at the fact that he was able to drive while being able to bust a gat at the same time.
Out of the 4 fucking people that were in the vehicle. But at this time, Dayton is facing extradition back to Maryland from Virginia, where he will face charges of first-degree murder, second-degree murder, 2 counts of assault, and use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. The man with no arms and no legs now faces life in state prison, where unfortunately there is no guns, and he may very well find himself being the cornhole. Now, first and foremost,
I just wanted to share this with you guys because I heard about this, like it was brought to my attention, it was sent over to me, and already talking about people with disabilities or people's orientations, etc. It's tricky, right? So hopefully I've delivered my message and my curiosity about this whole case in the most tasteful way, because I'm sincerely not trying to be disrespectful to anybody. Now, with that being said, this was a case of a quadriplegic murdering a person in their vehicle while they were driving, and it has got my mind blown. I'll let you guys ponder on it, just like I'm pondering on it. But for now, my name is Caesar, and you've been tuned in to Apparently This Happened. I appreciate one and all for locking in. Do me a super solid, like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and without any further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. All right? But the word of the day is stay hands-on. All right? When you're working on things, stay hands-off when it comes to affairs that do not concern you. And above all, do not chase a number. Chase the dream.
Worldwide.